Welcome back. So last lesson I just figured out that we wanted to have this folder here with a subfolder with the user ID, and then each file should have a unique identifier that we get from Firebase Firestore, right? So let's go to that database and figure out how we can get a unique ID for each file. Now we have a few choices here, and I'm going to present two choices that we can pick from. And let's figure out which one I'm going to pick in the next lesson, because I'm not 100% sure yet, because I think they're both pretty valid. The first choice is that we can go in and we can create a files collection, and that files collection is going to contain a unique identifier for each new file, right? So whenever I create a new file, the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to get a unique identifier right here. And let's just, for the fun of it, try and create just a simple file right here. I'll just add a display name, and that'll just be a string, and let's just say great day. Like this, and then I'll add another file. That'll be the file name, the actual name of the file if you want to download it, and that'll be file. You know, in camera I should write something like this sometimes, just a weird name, so that might be the real file name, not the one I want to show. And then we might have I don't know, file size, file type, etc., etc. Let's just write size actually, because I think that's the name I used before. So this is kind of going to be our structure for a file, right? Oh, that should be a number. There we go. This is a huge file, by the way. And I'll save all of this, right? So now we have a new file. Notice we got a new unique identifier right here for that specific file. So we can use this unique identifier right here. Whenever we want to upload a new file to our storage, we'll create the file inside Firebase Firestore, and then we'll upload the file with that unique name, just like we did with the profile image, under album files, and under the specific user that's logged in right now. Poop, a new file will pop up right here. I know I just said poop, but you'll have to live with that. So let's jump back to the database. We need to consider one more thing, because now we have the file uploaded, right? But we need to kind of store these files inside a specific folder. Now, how to do that? So I'm just going to copy this name right here, which is the new file, and I'm going into the folders collection. Now, the folders collection, I have two folders available right now. A folder is just a name. That's the name of the folder, an owner who owns the folder, and actually also some subfolders and some files. Now right now, these guys are just unique identifiers to files, right? So if I wanted to add this file to this specific folder, I would just go in here, right here, and I would just add the field. So I'll just add a new guy. Let's just cancel this because this is actually an array. So I'll just press the small plus right here, and I would just add a new value, like this, and now we have two files in this folder, right? We also have a subfolder, which is this folder. Now that guy doesn't contain any files right now, but I could just start adding them. So that's kind of that's one way to kind of build this folder structure and relate them to the files. Now this would mean that as soon as I clicked a folder right here, click, I would go to Firestore and I would say to Firestore, please Firestore, return to me all the subfolders, meaning all of these guys, and all the files, meaning all of these guys. Return those to me and show them. Okay, I will go and grab those for you, and you would show up this new view right here. Sweet. So that's a good solution. That's a good start, at least. Now this means that we have a very easy write to the database, but we will have to go in every time when we kind of load this. We'll have to go and grab all the subdocuments. So meaning that we would have to go and grab subfolders here and load those as well. We'd have to go and grab all the files from this collection and load those as well to kind of get more information about each file to display them, right? So even though it's a good solution, it would mean that the read will still have to go and grab a lot of information from a lot of other collections. And that's just not, I'm not satisfied with that solution, but it's one solution. So next lesson, I'm going to show you an extension to this solution that will kind of make it a bit harder for us to write the information, but a lot faster for us to read it. So now you kind of have an idea about how we can build the structure. See you next lesson where we'll kind of have a look at another way to build it. See you next time.